Petra, you seem to be flourishing in your new environment. Is all going well for you?
Lady Edelgard, everything is well with me. Thank you for your question. Everyone shows great kindness, even while I am still learning about the language.
I'm glad to hear it. After all, a Brigid royal like yourself is of vital importance to the future of the Empire. If you ever need anything, please let me know. It's my job to watch out for you after all.
If that is your want, I will rely on you if I have the need. However, I will not have that need. I can resolve any problems that occur by myself.
I don't doubt it. Perhaps I'm worrying too much. I just don't know what I would say to your family if something were to happen to you.
Do not spend your worry on me. In Brigid, there is a phrase we say, "You cannot shoot two birds with one arrow." Brigid and I are that second bird. Your first target is your ambition. Can you disagree?
There is certainly truth in your words. I do have ambitions that transcend all else for me. When I ascend the throne, there are certain things I must do. Tell me, Petra, who do you think I am?
Huh?
I will tell you. I am Edelgard von Hresvelg, and yes, I'm attempting to do what no one else can. I'm prepared to shoot two birds, or even three, with a single arrow. That is the least of the impossible things I will accomplish. If you don't need my patronage, then prove it. Show me your power. Never settle for being the bird. Be the arrow instead.
I will take your words to my heart, and you will be seeing my power. I give you my promise.
Welcome, Professor. This is the first time I have welcomed you here, is it not? There is no need to be nervous. Please, come closer. When you speak with me here in this room, you are not speaking with the Archbishop, but with Rhea. It's just me. Such a sweet child. My apologies. I should not be treating you like a child. As Gerald's kin, somehow you don't seem at all a stranger to me. Speaking of Gerald, may I ask if he ever spoke of me to you? Oh dear, how heartless of him. In any case, let us endeavor to become closer from here on out. Since you're here, shall I tell you about the Gerald that I knew? By the look of it, you haven't heard much about his time at the monastery, have you? When I first met Gerald, he was quite young. Why, he could not even grow a full beard at that point. On one fateful occasion, the band of mercenaries he belonged to fought alongside the Knights of Seiros. I was traveling with the Knights at the time, and Gerald jumped in front of an attack meant for me. He was gravely wounded, on the verge of death. I tended to his wounds in a desperate attempt to save his life. Thankfully, my efforts were not in vain. Gerald managed to escape a seemingly certain death. I made arrangements for him to receive further care at Garrick Mach. The moment he was deemed fully recovered, I invited him to join the Knights. Well, it is not a story I have often repeated. Even at the monastery, there are not many who know that. I tell you this because, to me, you are the child of the one who saved my life all those years ago. And also... Never mind. It is nothing. I simply wanted to say that I trust you. By coming to visit with me today, you have... Well, suffice it to say that my day is brighter than it otherwise would have been. I thank you for that.
Well, this is fascinating. Following this equation... Linhardt. Here again, I see. Go away, Hubert. Now is not a good time. Ah, yes. The double line becomes a helix, and its arc... No, that cannot be correct.
Now is exactly the time. Lady Edelgard requests your presence. Come. The lecture is about to start.
Politely inform her that my research is vastly more important than whatever it is she has to say.
While your passion may be admirable, it is sadly misdirected. This matter takes priority. Return to your hobby when your duty is done.
Hobby? But this research will most certainly prove useful in the future.
The Empire requires you to be useful now. I should think you would want the same. You have an almost unparalleled intellect, a singular focus, and unfettered imagination. In truth, you have talents that many, including myself, will never have the privilege of possessing.
Are you complimenting me, Hubert? That alone deserves to be studied.
Let me finish. I haven't an ounce of respect for the cause you have chosen to waste your talents on, which changes frequently, I might add, with no rhyme, reason, or results. Learn to apply yourself to something constructive. You may still have a bright future.
That sounds suspiciously as if you're not going to leave me alone. I just want to live a life doing things that interest me. Is that so wrong?
That is unacceptable, even for a nobleman. Her Highness will soon ascend to the throne. She is attempting to deal with such noble privilege head-on.
You have a point, and I understand where you're coming from. But I can't do it. I can't bring myself to work for someone else.
Pathetic. Keep to your books, then. Goodbye, Linhart.
I'm not finished with you. I am Caspar! Ah! What's going on, Hubert? You need something?
I watched you training earlier. Pitiful display.
Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean?
You yell before every move.
I know. I do it on purpose. It's how I get fired up. Is that a problem for you? You scared?
Stupid habit. If you value your life, you'll break it.
What are you talking about? It sounds like you might have a problem with me.
As a matter of fact, I do. If it was only your own idiotic life at stake, I wouldn't bother saying anything. But it's not. Your foolishness hurts everyone.
Ooh, you sure do love to hear yourself talk.
Suppose you were to shout on the battlefield as you did in your training today. It is very likely the enemy could anticipate your next move based on your insipid blather. And what if your allies are startled by your outburst and fumble with their weapons as a result? This is not to mention the obvious fact that you would utterly botch any covert operation.
You really think I'm that stupid? I only shout when it's completely necessary. I don't do it all the time.
Whatever habits you develop in training, you will reproduce on the battlefield. Combat is tense and frantic. You will default to your training whether you mean to or not.
Hey, why don't you just shut up about it? I can control myself.
Petra, industrious as ever, I see.
Hello, Hubert. Yes, I am trying to be industrious. I must be working hard to improve my position. Right now, it is not a good one.
Even accounting for that, your efforts are impressive. I wish a little of you would rub off on certain people here. One troublesome slouch in particular.
Rub? I will not be rubbing on anyone.
Not literally. I never would have imagined you would adjust so well to life in Fodlan. When I first met you, you couldn't understand a single word of the language. You had the look of a cornered animal. So much so I thought you'd grown up in the wild.
I had more youth then, and the experience was terrifying. My grandfather ordered me to go to Fogling with suddenness. I was stolen to a strange land filled with strange people. The treatment I was receiving was like I was a strange beast.
It is unfortunate, but while you were called our guest, you were actually a hostage. You were meant to be insurance that Brigid would not restore its alliance with Dagda and attack us. The Empire required leverage, and after all, you are the Princess of Brigid.
It gave me sadness to leave my home. But I am not unhappy that I came to the Empire. I have learned much understanding from the outside world. My experience has made me become who I am. And meeting you and Lady Edelgard has had great value for me.
I admire your spirit in the face of adversity. You set a strong example to follow. And there is much more adversity to come.
Just look at this place. It's so beautiful, I believe I should take a nap and enjoy it properly.
Linhardt, lost in thought, I see. Unacceptable. Are you not aware that a noble's duty is to be ever vigilant?
Rest increases alertness. Is there something I can do for you, Ferdinand?
Well, I was just passing by, and I thought I could give you a little advice. You always seem to be napping. Why not spend your free time doing something productive?
Easier said than done, Ferdinand. I'm afraid I suffer from a constitution that tires easily.
Some training will remedy that. Let us work on that today. I will train you myself. Arise, Linhardt. The righteous path of the noble lies before you.
You're always giving it your all, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Is there something wrong with that?
Of course not. In fact, I rather enjoy your demeanor. You go all out even when others wish you wouldn't. You work hard, inspire the admiration of others, and your dignity as a noble is beyond reproach.
I consider it my mission to serve as a guide and a model for other members of the nobility.
As capable as you are striking. Next to you, I am a mere infant.
Oh, you are far too kind. Although I do work hard each day to achieve all of which you speak.
You've mastered all the important noble skills. You drink tea, talk about how great you are, ride horses.
Indeed. I went for a ride earlier today.
Is that so? You'll have to tell me about it sometime when I'm not walking away.
Where are you going?
I must get some sleep, being the infant that I am. Farewell for now, Ferdinand, oh noble among nobles.
Noble among nobles? Seems a bit much. Did he say get some sleep? Hey, wait!
Hey, Coco, how are you?
Happy! What in the world has gotten into you?
You want to do jealous? Let's play Roll.
Happy, it would be easier to understand you if your mouth was less stuffed. Kindly finish what you are eating and then say your piece.
My pleasure.
Nothing better than fresh pastries. You sure you don't want one, Coco?
It's not about whether I want a bun or not. It's about your atrocious manners. Walking around with your arms and jaws stuffed full of unwrapped pastries? There are crumbs all over your lips, your clothes. You've left a trail of them behind you. Unacceptable!
Hey, I paid for them. I can eat them however I want. Sure you don't want a bite? If you don't have any, I'm just gonna eat them all. You have to try them fresh out of the oven if you want the full effect. Pretty soon they'll get cold. Oh, I'll explain in noble speak so you understand. They have a crisp, oven-browned exterior and a sophisticated, spongy sweetness lying within.
Not...
Not interested? That's fine. More for me.
I was going to say, not so fast. Spare one for me, but only because you insisted. It would be rude of me to decline an offering made in good faith. One must mind one's manners.
You're really dragging this out. Here, I'll make it easy for you. Open up.
Wait, don't you...
Not bad, right?
I could not, in good conscience, acknowledge this as anything but delicious.
Now you have crumbs all over you, too. Your form could use a little work. Next time, stuff the whole thing in your mouth at once. That's the proper way to eat a snack like this. If you ate this at some stuffy party, cutting it into sensible little bites, the experience would be ruined.
I see your point. There are more types of dining in this world than I was ready to allow for. You've won me over.
Let's eat them while we head to the cathedral and litter the ground with crumbs.
A capital idea! Wait, no! Not the cathedral! You've lost me again, Happy.
Petra, how are you doing? Getting used to life here?
I am settled. Everyone shows great kindness.
I'm glad to hear it. I was so surprised when you first arrived. A princess all the way from Brigid.
You have my gratitude. But please do not call me princess. You are making my cheeks blush.
There's nothing to blush about. You're every little girl's dream of what a princess should be. Anyhow, I suppose it's been a long time since you've been back to Brigid, hasn't it? I hope you aren't homesick. Maybe we can cook one of your favorite dishes from back home.
I do wish for that. But there is no possibility. The ingredients are not found here.
I suppose you're right. That's probably why they don't cook the food of Brigid in the dining hall. I'm sorry. I just got to thinking about how hard it must be to live somewhere so far away from home and... No, it can't be impossible. I'll fix you a real meal of Brigid. I'll just find a recipe and similar ingredients.
Wait, Dorothea. It is the thinking that counts. But your cooking is... what is the word? Horrendous. That is what everyone is saying anyway.
Horrendous? Nobody's cooking can be that bad.
The thinking is enough for me. You have my biggest gratitude.
Fine, I'll do something instead of cooking for you. I just want to be sure that you feel at home here. How about a massage? That may help you loosen up.
I have no problems. My body is already able to relax.
Oh? Then perhaps I could sing you lullabies to help you sleep.
I'm not having sleeping trouble.
Just know that you never have to worry about putting me out. I like helping my friends. Well then, I must be going, but remember my offer.
Dorothea is filling my heart full.
That settles that. And don't even think about brawling around here again.
Impressive, Caspar. Well done.
Hey, Ferdinand, did you see that fight?
I saw it from start to finish. Both parties were at fault, disturbing the peace. Then you stepped in and corrected their behavior. You are setting a good example. I am proud to call you my fellow noble.
Your fellow noble? I wasn't even thinking about nobility. That had nothing to do with it.
Excuse me, nothing? Resolving conflicts among common folk is a duty of the nobles. Is that not what you were doing?
I guess so. But it was more like instinct or something. I saw people acting out of line and I had to step in.
Ah, you were acting on impulse. You might be better served following moral convictions rather than instincts. Take me, for example. I always bear in mind that I am a noble and behave accordingly. The fortunate must help the unfortunate. That is my guiding principle.
I never have any idea what you're talking about. If someone's in trouble, you gotta help them out. Simple as that.
A difference of opinion, you might say. Very well then. Believe what you will. I will not expend energy trying to change your mind.
Maybe all of this noble stuff just isn't for me. Hey! Don't walk away when I'm talking to you!
Ferdinand? Our professor is wanting to see you. He has much concentration right now. I will wait for him to be finished reading.
Diplomacy has an effect upon weapons development. Yes, that makes sense. Oh, Petra! How long have you been there?
A short time. You were devoting all of your attention to that book.
Forgive me, I was fully absorbed in my reading. I see you have been reading as well. Anything interesting?
I am studying the history of Fodlan.
A history book? What a keen student you are. And it's about House Hresfelg. Certainly a stimulating topic.
I am wishing to learn all about Fodlan. What is the book you are reading?
Oh, this? This relates to a little hobby of mine. The regional history of weapons development in Fodlan. Militaries have to adapt their weapons according to terrain and climate. And they have to keep up with technologies in other regions. It's very interesting.
Yes, it is interesting. I see why you would be enjoying that kind of reading.
Oh, does that excite your curiosity too? Perhaps you would care to read more about it then. This is just one of 18 volumes, and our library has the entire collection.
I give you my gratitude. Research of weapons could be a good reference for me. Oh, please take my apologies. I was meaning to tell you that our professor is wanting to see you.
Oh, it is not like you to forget something. I suppose I ought to be going then.
Yes, it is a rarity that I forget something. But it is not impossible.
Okay. 22 minutes later, and all the supports are done. That's just a note for me, so it doesn't fucking matter. Edit the video properly, idiot. Anyway. Welcome back to Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Last time, Flame went missing. So we gotta solve that today. And fun times. She's probably dead by now. It's fine. We only wasted a long amount of time watching all the students do nothing. No big deal. So we need to find Edelgard. She's probably back at the Officers Academy. So I think I'm just gonna fast travel there instead of running around. But I'm nope. Brain no work. I'm already here. One day I will know this map. That day is not today.
Hello? We must begin our search for Flame, Professor. If she ran off of her own free will, that's her business. But that may not be the case. For her sake, I suggest we assume that she was abducted and begin an investigation. Who benefits from kidnapping her? Let's gather all the information we can on anyone who's been acting strangely. I have a favor to ask.
So because of leveling on free days, other than today of course, we are going to be not doing anything on the map. We're going to do quick ox battles so we can level up the weaker units because we can't fall behind.
Where could Flame have gone? Do you think she's really been kidnapped? I hear Tomas has been going around asking about her. But he's probably just worried like the rest of us. Though it wasn't just Flame. He was asking about you and Captain Gerald, too. Hey, I hope we get a chance to practice together when you find the time. I know I'm in a different...
I didn't mean to click recruit, but she's not interested anyway. But that's fine, because I'm not interested either. Let's make this easy and jump here.
I hope Flame isn't going hungry. If someone really kidnapped her, I'll never forgive them. Now that I think about it, I saw Aloise hanging out by the pond not too long ago. He was always getting into trouble for trying to talk to Flame, you know? It's probably a crazy thought, but I'm starting to worry.
Professor!
Raphael's brain also doesn't work. He doesn't want to blame Aloise. He blamed Aloise.
You're looking for Flame's kidnapper. I can't say anything
But
for sure.
Everyone
but I
gets
do
in
have
trouble
suspicions about Yuritsa.
for talking to Flame.
There's something about how he's handling his blade lately. It seems more impulsive than usual. It couldn't hurt to try speaking with him at least. At this hour, I think you'll find him sparring with Catherine at the training grounds.
I need to remember to press the right button. I keep opening the map, but not in the way I want to.
Did you hear about Flame? It's just one thing after another this year, I swear. Some of the lower-ranked knights are searching for her in the town. If they find anything, I'll know. What? Yuritsa? Come to think of it, I haven't seen him today. What would make you suspect him? I see. Well, I'll let the knights know.
Gotta stop doing that. Wrong button again.
To think that Flame would disappear like this. Seteth must be worried sick. I haven't much to go off of, and perhaps it's out of line for me to feel so uncomfortable. But something has been bothering me for a while about Gilbert. I feel as though I've met him somewhere before. I also noticed him staring intently at Annette once.
Knowing the story makes a lot of these comments really funny. There's a reason
Hey there, Professor.
that
Did you
Gilbert
want to talk?
is focused on Annette.
Me? Abduct Flame? You can't really believe I did that. Well, this may sound silly, but I was too scared to even look. I couldn't bear the thought of finding her in its depths.
It must be hard for Byleth being the only one with a brain cell.
Miss Flame's whereabouts are unknown. Pray she is safe. We do not seem to have any leads at present. I am one of the suspects, am I? Well, hopefully I can lay your suspicions to rest. Do you know of my, let's call it, unique situation? I was once a knight, in service to the Fargus royal family. If Ingrid believes she saw me before, it was likely in Ferdiad, the kingdom capital. Annette is... she is my... But no. I would appreciate it, Professor, if you would ask no more.
It also doesn't help that characters say, hey, I'm innocent,
Professor!
but don't ask me questions, because I'm innocent.
Hey, Professor, have you seen Manuela? I saw her running off somewhere in a terrible hurry. I wonder if it has anything to do with Flame's disappearance. Do you know, Professor? Oh, yes. Didn't you know? She was the senior diva in our opera company.
Professor!
Flame was child-napped. That is what you are thinking? And the villain is inside our monastery? I must have admittance. One person has been catching my eye. Shamir is a knight not like other knights. Her movements are being reminders of... No. They remind me of warriors of Bridget. Before she was here, what was she getting up to?
What brings you here? I'm taking a break. Is this about Flayn? You find me suspicious. True. Your point being? I understand that I don't fit in among the Knights of Seiros, but that hardly links me to Flayn's disappearance.
This is probably one of my least favorite missions because it is a lot of running around.
Because of Flayn's disappearance, all of the Knights are searching non-stop, but we haven't found a single lead. Seteth's face is getting paler by the minute. It's hard to watch. What's that? You're looking for Manuela? Well, I did pass by her earlier. She was carrying something. A mask of some sort. I'm not close to the guy, so I can't say for sure. But come to think of it, you could be right.
As I was saying, this is a lot of running around. Just for a lot of the same finger pointing.
I knew I could count on you. Manuela ran off with Yuritsa's mask? We'll have to speak with both of them. But where could Manuela be? Yuritsa is likely at the training grounds, or in his quarters on the eastern side of the Knight's Hall.
See, now at this point, we could very easily just head over to Yuritsa's quarters and end the chapter. But we're gonna do a little bit more.
Dear Goddess, hear my prayer. Please watch over Flayn. Please protect her. May I ask a favor?
If I go this way, that's where his quarters are. I'm gonna go here first to collect this quest. Well, that was stupid. I went to the wrong area. What do you want?
I hope you're up for a challenge.
Yes, let me deliver your love letter, because that's top priority right now. A child has gone missing. But let me deliver a love letter.
Well,
to a man who sings about trash.
I didn't mean to trouble you.
Let's see.
Hi, Cereal. Someone likes you for some
Flayn
reason.
just disappeared. I don't like it one little bit. Oh,
I don't want to hear
Alois.
your voice. Here. Someone
Thanks,
likes you.
Professor.
Whatever. Okay, and that's all the quest to do today.
Impressive. Nice work.
So I could end the day, but I'm gonna do a quick dining thing just to make sure everybody has high motivation for Caspar could use a boost. Literally just Caspar. Cool. So Ferdinand can join him, and I'll just skip through it. The rest of it can be faculty training, because I do want to raise my magic. So I'll jump and I'll talk to... I was gonna say Rhea. There she is. I'll go talk to Rhea, and I think I can go talk to... Wow, my brain's not working. We'll remember his name in a second.
Perhaps. Professor, I have looked everywhere. May the god...
I just don't care about that right now.
Practice.
Hanneman.
Young Flick.
I really don't see a reason to do anything else. There's nothing to do. So, no wasting time. We're just gonna end the day and move on.
My dark
Yeesh. See if you can work. This is
Any text like this that isn't 100%
Getting the hang-
necessary is just getting skipped.
Guess I learned a thing or two.
It's not story important, so it's not important. Okay, we're gonna do a battle. I think I can do a pretty quick quest right here. Perfect. So, 14th is going to be an Ox battle. The next one will be another. And the last one I'll use Friday in the monastery. Okay. The goal here is to level up people who need it. So, Caspar, you need to get to level 10.
Put me in there.
So that means don't get yourself killed.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Battle.
That's my cue. You were wide open.
As you wish.
I will get the victory.
I
The
will
first
prevail.
move is literally always
No.
the most dreadful. There's not much I can really do other than get people to their place and maybe take out a few units. It also depends on the map. This one kind of stands by what I said.
Sally forth!
Stay focused.
Said it once, I'll say
Are we done
again. I
yet?
need to get out of the habit of pressing B.
Hope this is good for something.
I never expect a unit to die, but I'm just gonna get unlucky one day and a unit's gonna die.
I needed that.
I'll send you flying! No one makes it past me.
That shall do nicely.
Send him over Vendetta can go this way. Take out those units. Constance can join. Linhart can go this way. Fighters will kill here.
Seems simple.
Edelgard will just go over here. And Petra will join.
You fought well. Should I have held back?
Anywhere I can hide. Do you see where you went wrong? Witness!
I'm confident about most of my units. It's just people like Caspar who are gonna fall behind, and we can't really have that. I don't want to use the Sword of the Creator for no reason.
I'll strike you down!
Your
I don't see a point
defeat
in
was
using
inevitable.
The Sword of the Creator in an Ox battle, especially
I'm surprised.
a lower level one.
My heart is full of victory. One more success. Hard.
Well, how was that?
As expected.
Any other sword except the Armor Slayer, but that's fine. It's a good thing this isn't classic, because Caspar would be dead. I shouldn't have killed him. Okay, never mind. Brain just don't work.
Greatness. You didn't give it your all. We must.
I don't think she really needed that heal, but she got it.
Witness Brigid Pride.
focus on today. Let's level up Linhart.
Oh. How am... How long? Oh.
I know Ferdinand is going to need heavy armor, so let's put some focus into that.
I will.
There we go. A little bit of riding for Bernadetta. Just focus on that secondary stuff for Dorothea. Let's give Happy Axe, because I know that's something she can use, because
I learn with my
potential, as it shows right there.
Thanks for.
Okay, moving on.
Could you perhaps enlighten me on something?
I hope you will indulge me with a candid reply, Professor, so I can have a good laugh. Once again, I can't read. As a noble, can you name even one thing I am lacking? Oh, yeah.
I grasp it so much more perfectly now.
That wasn't a compliment.
Professor.
The amount of times Caspar has asked to change is ridiculous.
Thanks.
Well, look who it is. How are you, Chatterbox? Gotten the hang of the whole teaching thing yet? That makes sense. Certainly strut around here like someone who belongs. You seem like one of those people who blends in. I could see you just about anywhere and think, oh, that person's here. Makes sense. I wasn't paying you some sort of compliment. To me, it doesn't matter whether or not you believe in the goddess. You're here supporting the church, and that makes you no different from the others. I can't stand that. No need to apologize. I just have a rocky history with the church is all. They betrayed me, or at any rate, horribly mistreated me. So I'm not a huge fan, but keep that to yourself. When I was little, a lady locked me up and held me captive for a long time. The Knights of Seros rescued me, promised to protect me. But then they hid me away in Abyss. So all the Knights did was move me from one cage to another. Wouldn't you call that a betrayal? It was all for the greater good. They didn't want to put anyone important in danger. As for me, my life was expendable. That guy Alois was nice to me though, and he told me a bunch of hilarious jokes to cheer me up. I was being sarcastic. Alois wouldn't know a good joke if it landed in his mustache. Anyway, that's why I hate the church. Someday you'll hate them too. They only hired you because they needed a warm body to fill the post. When you're of no use to them, they'll get rid of you without a second thought. Sorry, that sounded more menacing than I intended. I'm just telling you how these people think. They have rules, dogma. They want us all bound to their system so they can control us. I don't do well with that sort of stuff. That's why I ran away from home in the first place. Yeah, ran far, far away. But as far as I ran, it wasn't far enough. I got dragged back into society, chains and all. The kind of world I want doesn't exist. I'm getting too dark for you, aren't I? Forget I said anything. Your future seems bright at least. You can just sit back and enjoy whatever comes your way. I'm just saying, don't rest your entire future on the church. It's not as steady a foundation as it seems. Anyway, that's all. I'll be going now.
Happy's a fun character. Come on, no more supports. We're done with those
I don't
today.
like to point fingers, but Coco really slowed us down.
That wasn't very well.
Okay, we have another free day.
Impressive. Thanks.
Appreciate it.
So... Happy and Caspar need to level up. At least then everyone will be in the same range. But Byleth, Edelgard, and Hubert are really just leading the team and carrying everyone. Looks like the 28th on the calendar is better to stay at the monastery, so we're gonna do a battle today. I say questioning myself. Yeah, let's do a battle. No. Do a seminar. Might be the only time I really do one of these, but it'll speed the process up a little bit.
I learn with my heart, not my head.
Okay, we're gonna instruct our students. Let's level up Edelgard. And let's attempt to level her up in magic.
Who knew this power slept within? No. Praise is...
It definitely won't go up all the way, but
no.
She has all 3 stars, so that's good. He doesn't need it, but let's give him that.
As long as it makes me...
Could have gotten that anyway, but let's give him heavy armor.
I'll get it. That...
Just in case I decide to go down that route
as long
with
as
him. And then put the last one in Axe, because why not? Let's not touch Ferdinand.
I could do it. You see, I shall.
Just.
You see.
Excuse me.
All that stuff.
Level up her magic and
You see.
do this because it's a part of her potential. I forgot the word potential for a second. Fun fact.
Thanks. I'm getting the hang of this.
I'm just gonna give her as much points as I can in writing. I think Petra should just get whatever.
I work to grow.
And begin lecture. Actually, no. Let's change our goals really quick. See if everyone is good. We're gonna do exactly what we're at with him. He's good, he's good. Good, good. I just need to level up writing manually. This is stupid. Let's just give you straight magic. You're good. We're gonna give you flying. That's good. We're leveling up your magic anyway. Okay, that's everyone. Everyone's good now. Now we begin lecture. No, stop. Once again, another support.
Oh, it's you. Out late again, I see. What brings you here? I just wanted some fresh air. There's a lovely breeze tonight. I always wander outside when sleep evades me. I see. Well, don't let me keep you. Hurry back to your room, my teacher. I should get some sleep too, but... have you ever felt a sort of longing for the outdoors? I have. There are times I long for the warmth of the sun, for a sweet breeze on my face. Do you remember what I told you the other night? About my past? None of my siblings had a chance to lead the sort of life they deserved. An ordinary life. Well, perhaps if I tell you more, it will come back to you. My siblings and I we were imprisoned underground, beneath the palace. The objective was to endow our bodies with the power of a major crest. I have always possessed the crest of Seros, inherited through the Hresvelg bloodline. But it was only a minor crest, and most of my siblings bore no crest at all. In order to create a peerless emperor to rule Fodlan, they violated our bodies by cutting open our very flesh. Now here I stand, the fruit of that endeavor, Edelgard von Hresvelg. But that came at too high a price. The others were sacrificed. Ours weren't the only lives devastated by that terrible process. Innocents died as well, without even knowing what they were dying for. And there you have it, the truth of the Hresvelg's empire. The Prime Minister and his gaggle of nobles. They had the empire under their thumbs. My father, the Emperor, tried to stop him, but it was futile. My father was nothing but a puppet on a string by then. He was powerless to save us. I know how it all sounds. But when you see my true strength, you will know I speak the truth. I have kept it hidden all this time, but I will reveal to you the power of my second crest. It is the same as yours, the crest of flames. When it manifested for me, I swore a silent oath. For the sake of my family, and for all the poor souls whose lives were traded for my existence. For their sake, I will build a world where such meaningless sacrifice is never again sanctioned. As Emperor, I will change the world. I swear it.
It always amused me
This is proof enough
that she has the same
bond we
crest as
forged
us,
underground
as
has borne
Byleth.
fruit.
That's a little.
All that's
So, by that
I won't
logic,
forget all I've learned.
I'd never have
Edelgard
worn
could
this
use
back
the
in my
sword
room.
of the creator.
Oh,
That's a big
I see
question mark.
now.
I don't know if that's a major or a minor crest. Okay, today is going to be very simple. It's going to be the Axe tournament, restoring everybody's motivation for the next episode, and moving on to the main event of the chapter. Per usual, I'm just gonna speed through this.
How was that?
I'm just gonna keep an eye on her health stat.
Well, how was that? Your defeat was inevitable.
But it's Edelgard. I don't see her losing. Just in case. We're healing now.
Well, how was that? Failure is not it.
Yeah, like I said, Edelgard wasn't gonna lose. Raise motivation. I think after that we can go check the cathedral really quick.
Delicious. This is.
Even if we don't raise everybody's motivation right now, we can do it in the battle. Edelgard's gonna be out because the House Lord is always out for this mission.
I would be like.
happy.
Here we go.
Once again, just skipping over all those text points because it's not important at all to the story. This is not where I want it to be. Cathedral. I literally said that like a second ago, and I go somewhere else.
Need something? This one? You're all set. This one? You're all set. This one? You're all set. This one? You're all set.
Okay, every statue is still at an equal amount. I'm probably gonna wait a few chapters again before I level anything up, just so I can get more renown.
See you again soon.
Brain go burr. And I mean, technically, we are now done. Let's do this. And we're done. Moving on to someone's birthday. Dorothea. Flowers.
Thank you so much.
Underground chamber time.
It seems Flame is still missing. What could have happened to her?
Everyone, hurry! I heard a scream coming from Professor Yuritsa's room!
Yuritsa. Ah, the combat professor with the mask. He has always been rather suspicious. We must hurry.
Professor Yuritsa? Are you there?
He does not seem to be here. On the ground. Professor Manuela!
She's unconscious. Someone clearly attacked her.
Look at her hand. It looks as though she is pointing at something. There.
There's an opening behind that shelf. Perhaps a secret passageway.
What is the meaning of... Wait, is that Manuela? What happened here?
We know as much as you do. She needs to be taken to the infirmary.
Yes, of course. And quickly. Give me a hand, child.
Understood. I'll support her head. Professor, I'll be back shortly. Please be careful.
Does this mean Professor Yuritsa did it? Could he also have kidnapped Flame?
We should start by investigating this passageway. Do you agree, Professor? Agreed. The culprit could be hiding inside.
That settles it. We'll take the offensive. Here we come, you monsters!
Shall we, Professor? I never would have imagined. I see someone. They're unconscious. Yes. And there is someone else, too. It appears to be another student.
Someone's coming. I recognize that scythe and mask. It's that jerk we fought at the Holy Mausoleum.
That sword. You must be. One of us will die. The other will live. I will enjoy this dance of damnation.
Okay. So this is
Our
going to be...
objective is to recover.
We have 25 turns to do so. So we're gonna separate our units and make them do what they're good at. And if they're dumb, like Caspar, they're gonna
stay focused.
Collect the experience from kills that
let the lesson
weren't
begin.
Kills.
Yeah! You fought well.
Oh no.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
I will get the
There's a
victory.
chest this way, so we're gonna send you.
Sally forth!
Constance will join. And so
Put me in there.
Caspar.
That's my cue.
As you wish.
Battle.
Yep.
I just don't think I need many units going that way.
You should be honored.
Easy peasy.
Got him!
I'm avoiding making Ferdinand attack that guy. Only because Ferdinand can move forward and get the door.
Contraptions in the floor. Stay alert.
I've been practicing that one.
I don't think there's many units that can come towards me right now, other than him. Okay, just completely wrong in general. Multiple units could reach me.
I will.
I want to focus on these three first.
Anywhere I can hide.
That is that.
We're gonna put the lance away and hold on to that key. Ferdinand should really be healed.
well.
I'll do that next.
Can I go now? Whoa.
Door open. I feel like this would be the better door to open first. I feel like healing him first is a priority, actually.
Back to the fray.
It's
Ah, both open. Good to know. Ferdinand is in a bad spot now, though. Everyone is gonna attack him.
How's this?
Okay, these guys first.
Flame spirit, protect me. I am.
That's a possibility to kill.
Got him!
It did kill. Let's get this guy away from Ferdinand.
as expected. Another.
I'm gonna be stupid. I'm gonna get rid of that door key. Because I don't think I need it just yet. Everything I do will kill, so let's just do this.
This was beneath me.
Okay, once again, wrong.
Am I done yet?
Bernadetta doing all of the work. Okay, and my units can start heading towards the room they're gonna be waiting in for a little bit now. Because if we check the map, there's a chest here. And there's a chest here that I want to collect before the round is over. Because I don't want to miss out on
It is
that.
decided.
I also just remembered that I don't really need a chest key with Byleth.
Still raring to go.
fought well. I can't wait to challenge you.
I really need to heal him, like, now.
Thanks.
Anywhere I can hide.
Once again, Bernadetta doing all of the work. Rip. There's really nothing I could have done about that.
Caution is needed. My heart is full of victory.
Put me in there.
That is that.
I could easily get out of this and Divine Pulse, but it's not worth it.
I thought it was
Sucks that Ferdinand just died, but it's not really that game mode, so I'm not as concerned. That was just a bad play, and I even said he needs heals. So it's just me being an idiot.
So you have come. I'll make sure you never leave.
We want to make sure we do this right. I don't think Petra is going to take another attack, so I think I need to move quickly. I just realized a major flaw. I didn't do this. Ugh, stupid. Yeah. Unfortunate, but I did see that coming. Petra could have survived that one, but she was not surviving a second.
No one makes it past me.
There we go, Caspar leveled up.
I'm just...
I shall rise, but your day is past.
I thought I was dead.
I think what I need to do is keep a counter throughout this series and count how many times I say something and then do the opposite. Like just now. Ferdinand needs to be healed. Doesn't do it. I am gonna get everyone close to this door, but I want to try to get that chest.
Interesting apparatus. I wonder if we can operate it.
So So that guy's attacking Caspar. He'll survive it. I think that's a team effort kill. Once again, I'm stupid. I know what I have to do. It'd be nice if my brain worked.
It's still raring to go.
I've been practicing that one.
Now it's just a matter of getting Byleth to the chest and quickly. What turn am I on? That's kind of the important thing I need to pay attention to. I'm just not gonna move anyone else. Not yet, anyway. I think it's this orb.
How?
Make sure I'm actually healing. Those guys are done. 9 turns remaining. I'm not gonna get those chests in time. I might just have to settle for one. That was stupid.
Stay focused.
Oh no. Yep.
Sally forth!
As you wish.
I am just gonna
Put
move
me in
everyone
there.
up to this door.
That's my cue.
Battle.
There we go.
Nighty night.
Happy's level 10. Can actually do stuff with her now.
No biggie.
Nice.
Could have been better. Anywhere I can hide.
Take over for me?
Kill them.
Nope.
You're having a bit too
Killing
much
that
fun.
last unit ended it. Oh well.
You are getting in the way of my game.
Huh. You'll have more opportunities to play soon. Your work here is done.
Understood. I will go.
We will cross paths again. I am the Flame Emperor. It is I who will reforge the world.
Flame Emperor? Rather worrisome that he sounds intent on showing up again.
Are they both okay? We should get them out of here. The enemy is withdrawn. Let's carry them up.
Yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't have gotten to that other chest on time or with much time to spare.
They're pale and their pulses are slow. Still, I don't believe their lives are in danger.
You found Flame? Where?
You missed the most important part of the mission. We found her within that secret passage. The culprits were the Death Knight and... what was his name? Ah, the Flame Emperor. Sadly, they got away.
All that matters is Flame's safety. Right, Professor?
We will take these two to the infirmary. Professor, please inform Seteth.
Whatever the circumstance, I'm glad Flame is safe. Though I'm curious to find out who that other girl is. Huh? Professor? Is that a smile? You look happy. I don't think I've ever seen you like this before. Anyhow, we should hurry to Seteth. He must be beside himself by now.
Professor, please allow me to express my eternal gratitude once more. Flame is safe and sound, and I have you to thank for that. Mere words could never express how thankful I am. I am indebted to you. Yes, of course. I shall express my gratitude to the students as well. Her kidnapper was the masked knight who vanished during the Rite of Rebirth, the one known as the Death Knight. Considering the circumstances, it seems plausible to assume that his true identity is Yuritsa. And we cannot forget about the mysterious Flame Emperor. His true motives are yet unclear. However, I have an idea. I believe the enemy may have been after Flame's blood. The blood that flows through her veins is special. It is extremely rare. And extremely dangerous. If enemies who know the secrets of Flame's blood have appeared, our only option is to leave the monastery and go into hiding.
Brother, wait.
Flame, what are you doing here? You should be resting.
I do not like the path of your thoughts. I do not wish to live in some lonely, remote location where I never get to see anyone. Not ever again.
If we stay here, you may be targeted again. Wouldn't it be better for the two of us to live in peace?
Even if we ran off to some new, secret location, there is no guarantee that they would not find us. That is why I believe it would be safest to stay in the monastery, where we are surrounded by capable knights and professors.
I see your point. I do. However...
You know it is the only reasonable option. What if I were to join the professor's class? You think so too? I am so very pleased to hear that. With a professor like you nearby, I shall be safe no matter what foe should appear.
I see. I am afraid you have a good point. Professor, due to my position, I have closely scrutinized everything about you. After all that has happened, I must admit that you are indeed a trusted ally. So what say you? Can I entrust you with Flame's safety?
I am so glad that Flame is safe. Yet I can't help but wonder what the story is about that other girl. She wore the uniform of the academy. But who is she?
Well done, Professor. I see that I was right to ask your class for assistance. I have been told that Manuela and Flame are recovering nicely, as is Monica. Monica, the girl you rescued along with Flame, is also a student of the Officers' Academy. However...
She is a student from last year's class. She went missing just before she would have graduated. It never occurred to us that something might have happened to her at the monastery. We assumed she had run away. I never dreamed that we would find her. Not like this.
Monica has asked to rejoin the Black Eagle House once she has fully recovered. Our enemies are still out there, so we must remain cautious and continue our investigation. However, we must also help the students to move on from this incident.
After all, the Battle of the Eagle and Lion will be held in Gronder Field next month.
Yes, the students will remember it for the rest of their lives. Please guide them so that they may show us their best at the coming battle.
So, you'll be going to Gronder Field next month. You've never been there before, have you? There is unease in the western side of the Empire, but everything east of the capital, Enbar, is stable. Well, there was a noble rebellion a short while ago, but it didn't amount to much. Sorry, but I've got my own mission, and it's far from Gronder Field. The Church has always been quick to make use of those who work for them. What I'm more concerned about is finding out who among us is pulling the strings. Ever since the Rite of Rebirth, strange groups have been seen around Garreg Mach and elsewhere too. There was also an incident where some knights investigating these suspicious strangers turned up dead. Not that it's likely, but if something like that ever happens to me, search this room, every corner, behind every shelf. I'm going to leave something for you. Don't just nod solemnly. There's nothing to worry about. I'm just being cautious. Then again, I guess you're always solemn. Part 1. White Clouds. Wyvern Moon. Field of the Eagle and Lion. From on high, flocks of wyverns roar in chorus and soar the pristine skies, heading south for the winter. Fodlan's children lend their hands to winter preparations by gathering firewood and catching fish from the river's cool waters. Yet all the while, their gazes are turned skyward, drawn to the magnificent sight above.
Professor, you already know about the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, correct? I see. In that case, allow me to fill you in. It's a large-scale mock battle between the rival houses that takes place every year.
Its scale is incomparable to the mock battle we fought during the Great Tree Moon. It will take place in the vast Gronder Field. That is in Empire territory to the southeast of Garreg Mach.
Whichever house defeats the most opponents wins. Of course, the professors also fight alongside their respective houses.
Well, usually. Professor Manuela is being prudent. She will not be participating this year. Since his longtime rival will be absent, Professor Hanneman has also declined.
Oh, don't worry about us. You know you want to see the kids in action.
Are you feeling any better, Professor Manuela?
Thanks to all of you. But I'd only be a burden out there. My students don't need to see me collapsed. Well, not on the battlefield anyway.
Correct. We will not be participating. Regardless, do not expect victory to come easily, or at all.
Well put. We've spent the past few months pushing our students to their limits.
You can see me in the infirmary after they destroy you.
We have taught our students well. There is no need to hold back. Challenge them with everything you have.
And with that, that wraps up Chapter 6. Next time we're gonna explore, do everything we gotta do on this first day. We're probably gonna, I want to say end with supports, but I might just start with them like I did before. But yes, with that, we wrap up Chapter 6. Next time we will prepare for the Battle of Eagle and Lion. Thank you for watching. Leave a like and a comment. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.